Hey, what's up, guys? It is Lachlan, and we just wrapped up Alchemy Labs, killing the boss. It was good times. We are going to start the next wave of dungeons with Servants' Quarters, and I do not know why, but I suck at this level. I'm just gonna say that I am not good at building this level, and to make it even more challenging, we're gonna have to do it with only the Countess the Countess Monk combo, and it'll be interesting. I think the challenge is gonna make it a lot of fun, but we have to be pretty clever here. And mainly it's all this, lane mumbo jumbo back here. They can cross over, and I don't know the exact patterns that they walk, the lanes. And so when you're not sure, you can build up as close as possible to the door, or you can build as close as possible to the crystal. And what I'm afraid of is if I put a wall here, the archers are going to come around, stand here, and just start shooting the heck out of my crystal. So, how are we going to do this? Let's do this. I'll tell you what we're going to do. We're not going to worry about it. We're going to build the bottom first while we think about that. So this one is actually a pretty easy choice. We're just going to go ahead and do a bounce block, or not a bouncer. Yeah, we'll do a wall. There. This is expensive. Maybe not the best choice. In fact, I might not even need the wall there. If we are lacking the DU, I'm going to take that wall away. Back here, another weird one, because you want a wall here, because if they go down here, the archers, they're just going to start shooting this thing. So you have to kill them really, really soon, which is, God, super annoying. So how are we going to do this then? Yeah. I want to put that there so that they stack and line up, and I can build a turret that just kind of takes them out. We'll try that. And there are more chests here. And by the way, that bowling ball turret was a bad idea. Not that I'm not going to use it, but it was a little bit early. It's way too much mana for a level 1 build. So we're going to leave the bottom like that. We're going to build a wall here. And I've made an executive decision. We're just going to build a wall here and frickin' just see how it goes. Play that by ear. This one, build a wall here. Put a harpoon behind it. And that should cut off the path well enough. Still have 170 mana, so let's spend it. I think we're going to need help on bottom. Because I don't trust this very much. So we'll stick the guy there. I think we're just going to handle this with an aura on the other side. And we might do the same thing here, just do aura, because there aren't any huge guys that come up that way. So now we have 90. Yeah, okay, I've got it figured out now. You can tell I totally planned everything out ahead of time, because I totally know what I'm doing, right? Can I get that closer? Can we get that closer? Yeah. It's risky though. It's going to take some hits if we go close. Yeah, sorry. Sorry, guys. We'll back it up. And that's it. GG, let's do this. So the bot... I almost called this the bot lane. The bot lanes, rather, are doing pretty well. Eventually, we're going to have some summoners come up through here. And we're going to need to drop an electric aura and do that little corner trick, because they are going to stand here and hide. Alright, pretty good. What's going on this way? Yeah, these guys, I mean, they're just killing themselves against the wall. So should we do... Are you serious? Dude, I'm gonna wreck you. Yeah. Have a taste of this. Here it comes! Dude, are you serious? This guy's dodging. There. Yeah, that guy was dodging everything. There's one. And there's two. Alright, so now we'll do auras. And I always say we're gonna drop aura stacks, and usually I just drop electric auras. That's not a stack. The aura stack is the trifecta. It's the electric aura, the ensnare aura, and the strength drain. That's a stack. So a lot of times when I say stack, I don't mean stack. I just mean let's drop an aura. An aura for fun. Perfect. That's gonna be a perfect aura spot. Up here, yeah, well, I don't know if we need it up here. We might, but I don't know if we have the DU. So let's hold off on that. Okay, right there. Let's get some mana. Right up here, we're gonna do the same thing. Drop auras right in front of the walls. Ooh, I'm wondering if this is too big. Let's do this, because my auras are big enough. We're gonna... Now this aura needs to be upgraded, because this is actually going to hit 2 lanes worth of creeps, so it's gonna... the aura is gonna die twice as fast. So we need to make sure we get that sucker upgraded pronto. In fact, I'll give it level 1 right now. And let's just go ahead and go. And this guy could use a little bit of help. Can we afford? No, we can't. We are 4 mana short. There we go. Alright, so let's put another electric aura over here. Just kidding, folks. We are not able to. And the reason we're not able to is because we're standing right over spawn points. And you cannot build something in the vicinity of a spawn point. So it's below the floor here. That's what's blocking our build. A little camera malfunction. No problem. Alright, so let's see if we can do this. And I'll show you what the problem was over here. You see how we can build this aura fine, no problem, but if I move it too far it turns red. I can't build it because there's a spawn point right over there in the top right corner. You can't build on top of that, so we're going to get as close as possible right there. And that actually might be overkill, but hey, you know what? Is there really a such thing as overkill? If you have the mana for it, if you have the DU for it, then I say go for it. Knock yourself out. What are we going to do here if there's no... Not quite sure, but I think we're done with auras, so let's just swap tunes. And I'll tell you what, that's where traps would come in nicely, since we can't build our auras over here because of the 360, degree. Well, not 360. It's a it's a three-dimensional sphere that drops down into the spawn point. A trap is flat on the floor. So a Huntress would actually be perfect for that situation. Ooh, that makes me want to roll a Huntress. Let's do something fun. Like this. There, that should help. In fact, I do not want line of sight to be an issue like it was for the first wave. Uh-huh. Back here. You're out. You're in. Alright, we're gonna go. So this is wave 5 of 7. We have 3 waves to finish. And it's still just gonna be total easy mode here. Oh, they're doing the corner trick. You can see the summoner over here, hiding around the corner. We're gonna turn, and there he is right there. He's dying in our auras. And that's why we do these aura stacks at the corner. I did not have to run back there, by the way, and take damage. I just wanted to show you. If I just stood back, again, the aura would have done all the work for us. And that's what's so fun about these games. You know, you let your towers do all the heavy lifting, and you just kind of sit back and have fun. Oh, hey, speaking of fun, this is fun. Yeah, I wonder if we'll even need the wall. If we took out the wall and put in the ensnare aura, that would be another way to do it. Wouldn't really save a lot though, because that wall is 3 DU and the ensnare aura is 2 or 3 DU. I think it's 3? Need to double check. So you're really not doing much of a, save by doing that. And the wall does guarantee a block, whereas the ensnare only slows them down. So it's probably good the way I have it. We don't really need to do anything, so we're just gonna fire this up and go. I'm gonna start upgrading some things. And run around and get some mana while I can. Because really, what else do we have to do? Back here... Yeah, remember I told you this aura was gonna start dying. And sure enough, it's getting... That's about 80%, 75%. Wonder if I can fix it through the wall. Yeah, we're beast. Oh, that was awesome. We are good. Alright. So, sorry, there's really not a lot to talk about here. We're just tearing these guys to shreds. Bad move, bad move, bad move. That's what happens when you get bored. You do really, really dumb stuff. Never forget that getting hit, taking damage at all, is going to reduce the amount of XP you get. So no matter how bored you get, if you can help it, try not to dive in. It's just not the best choice. That is looking pretty sexy, but... Wait, why is she wearing... Oh, she's wearing leather, yeah, because she's mixed-matched. Chain, no. I'm going to try and start building her set pieces with either plate or pristine, just because she's kind of tanky and it doesn't matter what kind of armor as long as it's the same. I think it would be fun to have... Dude, this guy's... Oh man, I'm going to have to take damage. Oh wow. Nice. Okay, the reason that this is taking so much damage is because that guy was electric immune, so... It just so happened that he could stand in that and tear down our bouncer. What do we want here? We want life damage. Let's think of the next boss. Who's the next boss? It's in Throne Room, so it's gonna be the mech warrior guy. Huh. Yeah, let's go damage. And range. We're gonna go damage and range from here on out. There are ogres in the throne room, but we're not going to worry about that so much. No, we don't need that. Oh, I was saying earlier that we really just need plate. Wait, was that it? No, I still have another wave, don't I? Yeah, I do. Anything else? Okay, how's everything look? Oh, this guy down here needs to be fixed. Yeah. Never fix if you can just upgrade. And go. We do have enough for another upgrade, a level 2. So let's get this guy level 2. And so I was just trying to snake some mana over there so I can upgrade this guy. This is dangerous. Alright. How we doing? Pretty good. How's this working out? Yeah, that's good. Again, you can't really go wrong with a turret, usually, if you have a straight hallway like this one. He is not getting hit back there. Oh, yeah. Yeah, he just got whaled. So these guys are dying to the bowling balls. This corner, again, is doing just fine as long as they're not immune. Crap, I'm gonna have to take some damage here, I think. We'll see if this works. Alright, why did I do that? Because I could have just jumped back there and killed him, but I was afraid I would take damage and lose XP, so I built a turret and let it do the work. These guys are... what the heck are they doing? They're walking on the table. They're walking on the table. That's interesting. I need to remember that. Level up, yep, there should be. Dude, this game is so fun. This game is so fun. Range attack, range attack. Do we need more turret range? No. Yeah. No. Oh, hey, now we can do slice and dice. I don't ever use slice and dice. I think the only time I use it, or I have used it, is in Endless Spires when you're trying to work on the Nightmare build, and that's just kind of a rough farm. I will do slice and dice. That's leather. I don't need leather. But wait, my monk does. Build time. Oops, I equipped it. I just meant to store it. Alright, well that's that one, guys. Next up, what level? I think it's the Gardens is next. So, I will see you soon. Oh no, here we go. We have Castle Armory. I will make a new vid for Castle Armory, and you guys have a terrific afternoon. Later.